Boy, I hope this one works. Okay, this is take 5 because QuickTime keeps on freezing on me. I swear technology hates me, people. All right, so QuizA number 2. The American Veterinarian Association claims that the annual cost of medical care for dogs averages $100 with a standard deviation of 30, and for cats it averages $120 with a standard deviation of 35. Find the expected value for the annual cost of medical care for a person who has one dog and one cat. Well, the expected value of having one dog and one cat is just the sum of the individual expected values. So let me say that again. The expected value of having one dog and one cat is just the sum of the individual expected values. And earlier we learned that the expected value is really mu, or the average. Okay, so the expected value of having a dog is 100. The annual cost associated with the expected value of owning a dog. And the average cost of owning a cat is 120. So the expected value or the expected cost of owning a dog and a cat is $220. Find the standard deviation for the annual cost of medical care for a person who has one dog and one cat. Well, standard deviation does not add, but variance does. And we know that standard deviation is given by the Greek letter sigma, and variance is given by sigma squared. Okay, so it's very easy once we find the variance to find the standard deviation. So the variance of having one dog and a cat is equal to the variance of having a dog plus the variance of having a cat. Okay, and we know the standard deviation of having a dog. We know the standard deviation is $30 on average, and so the variance would be 30 squared. And the standard deviation of owning a cat is 35, so its variance would be 35 squared. Therefore, the variance of owning a dog and a cat would be 30 squared plus 35 squared, which would give us 900 plus 1,225 for a total of 2,125. Well, that gives us sigma squared. Sigma squared is 2,125. But the question asked us to find the standard deviation for the annual cost of medical care for a person who has one dog and one cat. Well, the standard deviation would be the square root of 2,125, which would give us a cost of $46.10. That would be the standard deviation for the annual cost of medical care for a person who has one dog and one cat. Okay? All right, so part C. Suppose that a couple owns 4 dogs. Find the expected value for the annual cost of medical care for the couple's dogs. Well, we know the expected value of owning a dog. The expected value of owning a dog is $100. And if you have 4 dogs, then the expected value of owning 4 dogs would be $400. Or you could have said the expected value of owning, D1 would be dog 1 plus dog 2 plus dog 3 plus dog 4 would be equal to $400. And each dog here would be $100 plus $100, because we learned earlier that the expected value of the sum is just equal to the individual expected values, the sum of the individual expected values. So again, we're going to find the standard deviation for the annual cost of medical care for the couple's dogs. And we learned earlier that standard deviation doesn't add, but variance does. So we know to find the variance of having a dog, we know it's 30 squared, or 900. Therefore, the variance of having 4 dogs would be 4 times 900, or 3,600. Again, that's our sigma squared, is 3,600. Therefore, sigma, or the standard deviation, is the square root of 3,600, which would be $60. So the standard deviation for the annual cost of medical care for 4 dogs would be $60.